Well, this is the English guy in Mexico. It's the first week of April 2017 and I'm going to do a quick update. Section 1, which is the section near the house, half-acre section I guess, fenced in, part of the 10 acres, another acre here, and then 4 acres over that side and another 4 acres over that side. But the update really is here. The shade cloth is absolutely tremendous. If you check any of my videos, it's the one exactly this time last year, maybe a month earlier, where I was actually trying to put this shade cloth up, 80 square meters of shade cloth, and I'm probably 6 months ahead now of last year, because I've actually managed to save all my fruit trees, my fig trees, all the guavas, look, are all coming up. There's a video entitled Straw Bale Protection of Fruit Trees. It worked. I saved all my guavas, 2 orange trees, and the 3 lots of pomegranates, granadas, are absolutely loaded with fruit. So I pretty much got everything through the winter, and I even managed to get tomatoes through. I tried an experiment with 4 small bales last year, and all the tomatoes took the heat from the bales through the winter, and so I've decided to expand it with 4 more different types of straw bale garden. This is my latest one, just 1 layer, face down on the grass, and I'm putting some sods of earth on. You can see how bad my soil is. That is pure white. There's a tiny little bit of topsoil right on the ends of these turfs, but my soil is dreadful, which is why I'm doing the straw bale garden. This one, I've partly surrounded it. I've got an old door there and a couple of corrugated bits of metal, and I think there are 10 bales in there. Well, there might be 14 bales, 2 lots of 7, crossed over so that they're a bit more secure. A little bit of metal I've found on the back of the garages, an old door. I'm trying to keep the moisture inside the bales, and a little bit of topsoil. Not tremendous looking topsoil, obviously. This is the one I think is going to do the best. Again, I think there's 14 bales, 7 on the bottom, 7 on the top, and I've already planted this one. Those are watermelons. We had a watermelon for dinner. I took all the seeds out, spread them about 10 days ago, and pretty much I'd say all of them have come up. And I've started putting some tomato seedlings in, some transplants. They look like they're doing okay. And this is the other 18 bales on this one. I ran out of corrugated metal, so unfortunately I couldn't surround the sides of this one. I'm not sure what to do, because one of the problems here in northern Mexico is I'm on the edge of the desert, and there's very little rain, and I don't want to waste all my water watering this thing every 5 minutes. So that's why I've surrounded this one with this spare sheets of corrugated metal. It's basically old metal roofing that I found, and that should keep some moisture in there. And as I say, already after just a week, those are seedlings that have come off the tree. Behind me there's a palm tree, and I collect all the seedlings and just throw them in here, just all the bare fruits, and they're all coming up. There's hundreds. Just an experiment. All the watermelons there. I've got a little bit of volunteer sorghum that's probably come off one of the bales. So just a quick walk around, 3 minutes to go. It is tremendous under here. Like I say, if you can please check out 80 square meters of shade cloth, which was March 2016. There was no green at all here, and we haven't had rain. This is not rain, believe me, it doesn't rain here. We had 1 hour of rain in October, maybe 30 minutes of rain in November, nothing in December, nothing in January. We had a little tiny bit at the beginning of last month, and I got excited because it was about 1 inch, and I was quite pleased. But now I've got to drag a hose out to try and keep these fruit trees alive. I finally managed to find the name of this thing. It's a Natal plum, or the big num num. Some beautiful fruits come off it once these these little white blossoms are where the fruits will be. I've only had one fruit off it so far, but again, that came through the winter. Pomegranates absolutely loaded. Look at the size of these pomegranates, they're massive. There's a huge one in the middle, I've got to get in there and pull it out. And there's easily 20 different pomegranates on this one. Probably more than 20 actually. Even the peach tree has gone crazy this year, flowering. Just hope we don't get any hail now. 2 minutes to go. Walk down here. Tomatoes, all my tomatoes survived the winter. All the sorghum survived. In fact, I've just had the mower out and I've actually cut all my sorghum down. So this is just 5 days of new growth. I keep cutting it, it keeps coming back. I love sorghum, it's brilliant. And tomatoes, they are everywhere. I've got pots and all I do, any tomatoes that the birds peck at, I collect them up, take them in, put them in the blender, come out and I just spread them in a new bucket. I just keep getting all these old buckets that I find. Oh, actually there's pecan. I threw some pecan nuts in here, put a tiny bit of soil on, and all the rest is tomatoes in there. They're all tomato seedlings, but there's a pecan coming up. 2 pecan seeds, because I just threw the nuts in, covered them up with soil. It's working. All my peppers, the guy on the internet said cut your peppers down just before you suspect any frost and you might get them through. And I think there are 1, 2, 3, there's 4 peppers in there. 3 of them survived and 1 of them is struggling, but that basically means I'm way ahead on peppers. And I threw a load of carrot seeds in there for fun and it went crazy. Carrots in Mexico, unbelievable. So I'm absolutely loving it. I've put some more fencing up. I like a bit of security here. 50 seconds. Still not sure what to do with my original hugelkultur area. All of that is poor soil that I've thrown on top of all the dead wood that I've collected. So I know it looks nice, it's a bit green, so that's the main thing. So it's the English guy in Mexico. First week of April 2017. Everything's looking good. Bye for now.